Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Carolyn. Today I have another collective reading for you. I'm going to be using the Sacred Creators Oracle for this reading. This is a new deck to my collection and I want to see how it reads independently without the use of another tarot deck or oracle deck with it. And so this is just going to be a collective message. I'm not sure what it is yet, but if you clicked on this video then you saw the title and I hope that it's something that resonates for you. If not, I have an entire collective reading playlist. I'll have those videos linked in the cards above along with other videos of mine. Here on the channel I do pick a pile readings. I also do past life readings along with other educational videos to help you all along your spiritual journeys. If you are interested in learning tarot, I teach you the tarot cards by linking them to different TV shows and movies and pop culture things so that you can understand the cards a little bit better. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post new videos every single week and I can't wait to see you all in my next one. I want to say that if this reading resonates and you want a way to help out the channel, liking this video, sharing it, subscribing to the channel is a big help. And if you want to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate that. That allows me to make more content like this for you. And if you want to purchase your own in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything is going to be linked in the description box down below so you can contact me. And so with all that being said, I'm super excited to go ahead and start shuffling these cards and see what your message is. Cards with that. Befriend the word polarize and you are living poetry. Let's see if we can get one more card. Your past supports your future and this card wants to come out too. Shift the way to new potential. The back of the deck energy is celebrate your wins. Trying to move the cards so you can see them a bit better. So befriend the word polarize and you are living poetry to me is indicating that there's a situation going on in your life that you need to critique. You need to point out the flaws with. If you think about poetry, it's a very pretty art form, but it also is a piece of art. And so the thing about art, it's meant to move people. It's not meant to be this nice happy thing all the time. You are living poetry because you're meant to take an unbeautiful situation and put like the shiny rose tinted glasses over it and perfect it up in a way that is palatable for people. You're taking something in your life that is very taboo or very eccentric or something that people don't really talk about or don't really want to hear about, and you're finding a way to make it presentable to others. And so befriend the word polarize is quite literally in a sense what this poetry is, because you're taking something that is so opposing, something that is so feared, something that is so negative, and you're befriending it. You're connecting with it. You're making it palatable for yourself and then for others. And so the energy I'm sensing here is that if there's a situation that you feel polarized from, or if you feel drawn to something that is very polarizing, you need to first sit with yourself and understand that before you act on it. This is not a time for you to be impulsive in your life. This is a time in which you need to allow yourself to sit, to meditate, to take a breath and focus in on what your purpose is, what you are trying to do. And I don't mean like your purpose, your destiny in life. You know, some of you, this might tie into that, but this is with this specific situation. What is your end goal? What are you trying to do? If you take this polarizing concept and you push it onto others, what's the end goal? What are you doing that for? Because there needs to be a point for this. The same way with poetry, there's a point for the poem. There's a point and a subject matter in it that the focus is on. If you don't have a focus, if you don't have an end goal, if you don't know what you're doing this for, and you're just being polarizing for the sake of being polarizing, that's not you befriending the word polarize. That's just you being messy. And that's what your spirit guides want you to understand, is that it is okay to stir things within your family dynamics, within your friendships, within relationships, within society. But eventually, if you keep stirring the pot for no reason, the meal's not going to come out good. It's not going to be what you wanted it to be because it's overworked. And so if there's no focus, if you don't know when to stop, if you don't know when to pull back, if you don't know how to make this situation palatable that people actually understand it, then you're just going to be talking and doing all this stuff for nothing. And then it's just a big waste of your time. You're shifting the way to new potential. So that's what this end focus is, and your past supports your future. So again, this brings this energy of introspection, of reflection that you need to do while you're going through this situation. The imagery here is reminding me of a pendulum, where you have the momentum swinging from one side to the other and one side to the other. You have the momentum there. Some of you, you have the anger there, you have the pain, you have the hurt feelings. That's all valid. But your spirit guides are telling you to channel this into something that's productive, into something that you're using for this shift. Whether this is trying to grab someone's attention in your life and make them see the error of their ways, whether this is by you, setting boundaries in your life and becoming very polarizing, whether this is you becoming authentic and doing something that you always wanted to do regardless of what other people say, there's a new potential here that you're shifting towards. And so you have the momentum for it. And so if you don't figure that out, you're going to be trying to throw spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, and you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel confused. This reading here is meant to give you guidance that you're on the right track. Your energy is correct. There's nothing wrong with how you're feeling. But now you need to be deliberate with it. Now you need to understand it and befriend the polarizing energy that you're feeling so that you can figure out what you do to actually get your focus, your point across. And I also feel like this is for confirmation for those of you where you have been doing the work. You have been, trying to focus in on this and trying to focus on your goals, and you feel like it's not been working yet. You feel like you haven't made any headway. You feel like no one's paying attention to you. And you feel like it's not working. The shift to new potential is occurring. You're on the right track. The energy's here. Don't give up on it. Don't walk away. Don't stop doing it because you feel like no one cares, because no one listens. It's happening. It's shifting. Some of you, I feel like the reason it hasn't happened yet is because you need a wider audience. You need to go out. You need to tell more people. So whatever you have been focusing on, whoever you've been trying to tell this to, try and market it bigger. Some of you, this is really as small of a step as instead of telling one person, you tell 3 people. But others, this is like you need to go on social media. You need to speak this out loud into society so that they can hear, that they can also take it and then spread this and use you as a focal point to then spread this awareness about this polarizing topic. Some of you are meant to be like leaders and step into that role. And so it doesn't matter if that role is just within your family dynamics, within your own household even, or if it's as big as gaining, millions of people on social media to pay attention to you. There's this energy here that you're creating a shift and you need to tell more people to create the shift. It's not that you can't focus on your main target, but other people can listen to what you're saying and take this advice for themselves. It's not just about getting your point across to this person in your life. So let's say this has to do with some sort of boundary of yours. It's not just teaching this person a lesson and making them respect your boundaries. Your lesson that you can help other people with is teaching them how to set their own boundaries in life. That's what the missing piece is. You're being polarizing, but you can then lead people into also befriending the word polarizing here. You are making something palatable for others so that they're able to understand it. It's able to resonate with them. The thing about art and poetry is that it moves people. You can do that too. You have the power not to just shift your intended target. You have the power to shift others to resonate with you and embody this energy in their own life. You're this leader paving the way not only to call someone out or call a situation out, but to also show others how they can do the same in their lives. And that's why it's saying celebrate your wins. Because think about this, the card indicates this energy of someone who's working out. They got their muscles, they got their strength, they're showing it off to people. That then inspires other people to say, you know what, I want that goal too. This is what they did, let me copy that. Let me celebrate their wins and take it one step at a time. The small wins lead up to the big victory. And so you're showing people the baby steps. You're figuring out the smaller steps to achieve that. And so this is not going to be like an overnight success, but everything you do adds more validity and power to what you're doing. And with this card here, and I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle some more. You are magic, card 1. Back of the deck, welcome to the Divine Masculine. Okay. You are magic. Literally, you create magic. Some of you working with your hands, this is how you create magic. But what you need to remember about this card is that the power is coming from inside of you. You're taking the action, you're taking the steps, you're doing the work. I feel like there's people in your life that like to discredit you, or they are like, you know, you took this advice from so-and-so, so it's not really, you know, your own magic. You're just taking this advice, and some of you, it's like you want to lead others, you want to show them the way too, but you don't want people taking it away from them and saying, you know, you didn't really do it, you just copied what someone told you to do. And the thing is, while you might listen to advice from others, you're still doing the work, you're still doing your part. There's so many people where they hear all this advice and they don't take it. So it doesn't matter where the idea came from. You're not claiming it to be your own. You're not claiming it to be that original. You're just pointing it out to people. And so there's validity in that. Don't let other people dismantle you, take your power away, because they want to give the credit to someone else. It's like, that doesn't matter when you still did the work. And taking this to be quite literally, you know, working with your hands, let's say that you knit things. Well, let's say you follow a tutorial on how to knit a scarf, and then you were to go ahead and sell that scarf. It doesn't matter because you followed a tutorial for it. You still did the work. It's still original to you because you did it. And this isn't something you can steal from others because you're not taking from them. They gave out the information to teach people how to make scarves, knowing that would lead to people potentially selling them. And so when people try and discredit you, they're doing so in a way that doesn't even make sense. They're doing so in a way that's just simply meant to tear you down because they don't want you to succeed. Because what you're doing isn't wrong. You're not actually stealing from someone. You're not giving credit to someone. You're not saying that you learned how to make this scarf all by yourself and didn't follow a tutorial. When people ask you how you did it, you send them the link to the video. So there's nothing you're doing that's wrong because you're not stealing. You're creating, you're doing, and you're lifting other people up with you. Some of you, I really feel like you're meant to get into witchcraft, and there's people in your life who they don't support that. They think it's like the devil's work, and so they're trying to tell you not to do it, but that's what's authentic to you. And so it's like, you can't hide yourself away because other people are uncomfortable. You're not going out and hurting them. You're not doing anything deliberate to them. And so you need to shift the weight of the new potential for your own life. Your past supports your future. This has been aligned for you your whole entire life. There's a reason you've been called to do this. There's a reason it resonates with you. There's a reason why you're able to befriend the polarizing energy and reshape it into something that is able to be palatable for other people to understand. Other people can't do that because they don't have your perspective, they don't have your mind, they don't have your past that made you who you are. Everything in your life has aligned you for this moment because you are this shift. And I feel like this is also a message for those of you where it's like, you've had this idea but you've been sitting on it because you're afraid to do it. You're being called to do it. Stop waiting, stop wasting time. If you want this shift in your life, you're gonna be the one who has to do it. Things are not gonna change if you don't change them. And the back of the deck saying, welcome the Divine Masculine. This is quite literally telling you to take action. The Divine Masculine is this energy in which it is the doer, it is the risk taker, it is the action, so to speak. The way I always explain the feminine and masculine energy is the feminine energy is life as creator, and then the masculine energy is force. It's taking that creation and making headway with it. So the feminine energy is existence, and then the masculine energy is purpose. And that's how you need to mesh the two. And that's what's going on right now in your life, is that this is your purpose. You need to welcome this purpose, this force, this energy, this power around you into your life and do it. You have the feminine energy around you. You're tapped into that already though. It's time to welcome the Divine Masculine and actually do something with this energy now. Not just sit with it, not just wait, not just understand and have this introspection for yourself. Share this with others. You don't have to keep things to yourself. You know, keep private things to yourself, but this is something that's going to benefit so many other people, so it's like, why wouldn't you want to share it? And literally the card underneath the Divine Masculine is Soul on Fire. That's what this reading is, and I think that's what I'm going to title this reading. Your soul's on fire right now. You have people looking at you, and the saying that's popping into my head is like, burn the witch. You're this polarizing figure. You scare people. They want to burn you. They don't want you to succeed. but your soul is on fire, just wanting to share this, to express it, to do it. Fire is this masculine energy. Fire, in a sense, is a destroyer because it goes through, it burns, but then after that, life can grow again. You're meant to befriend the word polarize, create a situation in which all attention, all eyes are on you, and then do something beneficial with that. Allow your voice to be used to help others, to support others, because you are the magic here. Stop being afraid of what others are going to say, and stop being afraid to call others out. Whether this is in your personal life and you have family members who just don't respect your boundaries, start calling them out, start holding them accountable. Allow yourself to start standing up for yourself. Allow yourself to use your voice to call everyone out. So even if it's not just your family, if you see something on social media that you disagree with, make your own content. Put something else out there. Get attention on you. That's really what I'm hearing right now. Bring the attention onto you because you're strong enough to take it. Your soul's on fire because you were prepared for this. People can't hurt you. They can't burn you if you're already on fire. If you already had the flames around you and you befriended it, you're at home with it, you're at peace with it, they can't do anything to you. You have thick skin, whether you're aware of it or not. Some of you are like, I'm so sensitive. What do you mean I have thick skin? You might be sensitive. You might feel your emotions, but you process them in a way that's healthy, that ultimately you are protected. You're strong enough to get through whatever people say about you. Don't be afraid to make waves. You have the momentum. You have the energy here. This is stuff you want to do. This is stuff that you've been thinking about doing, but you've been afraid to act on. And so Spirit wants you to think about it, where you're able to plan a step of action to create this shift. The life you want is never going to be created if you don't start creating it. You are the magic. You're the one manifesting this. So now you need to do it. You need to welcome the divine masculine and take the action for the purpose of this. Because your soul's on fire right now. You've been wanting to do this. It's there. That's what your spirit guides keep pointing out to you, is that it's here, it's within you, you have it. There's nothing to look for. There's just stuff to plan, to shape, and to do. You need to get your voice out there. You need to start using it. Do meditations on your throat chakra if you need to. Use your throat chakra. Stand up for yourself, speak up, and get things off your chest. Don't hold things in, and just allow your voice to lead others, inspire others. It doesn't matter if the only person you're inspiring is your mom. It doesn't matter if the only person you're inspiring is your best friends. Inspire someone, because there's someone who needs your wisdom and you haven't shared it because you think that no one wants it. But they do. They need it. You might not know it, but they do. And so just get yourself out there. You are living poetry. You're going to resonate for people. If you're saying something that is taboo, that other people might not like, but it's the truth, say it. Put it on social media if you don't have anyone else in your corner at home. There's going to be people who support you. There's going to be people who really need this message more than you know. And you're shifting new potential for your life and for theirs. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give you some homework to do with this collective reading, because your spirit guides want you to do this. Take 1 hour today to figure out what your end goal is, what your focus is, and then what your plan is, what your step is. Take 1 hour just to plan it. And the reason you only need an hour is because this is something that your soul knows. This is something that you've been wanting to do. You've just been afraid to do it. So take an hour to plan it. And then within the next 24 hours, go ahead and actually do it. That's enough time for you to get it done. Get that momentum rolling. Don't keep it in anymore. It's your time. Welcome the divine masculine and start taking action. And so I hope this resonates with you. I feel like this is such like a powerful message, and it's such an empowering message. And so I'm sending you all so much strength as you're going through this. So let me know in the YouTube comments down below how this resonates for you. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others who need to hear it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. More of my videos are going to be linked in the cards above for you to watch after this one. And if you want to contact me to get your own private reading, everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.